just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Dropping back, it's Newton. Working that left side now.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll go to the ground. Slithers into space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the show.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Can't get him to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. Will not get there. Down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. First play of the drive wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
The play action fake. It's caught. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Off play action. Bring in the heat. Got him downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cole. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Green Wave lining up facing third and long. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's Newton. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Looking for a gap. It's done. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line. And the Buckeyes line it up with a first and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting it.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down for back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. The throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's Cole. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. To the ground with the back. There he goes. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
On 4th down, going to the air. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders.
It's pretty amazing at this point in the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Find space on the right. They'll get it down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. On target over the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll pull it on the read. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods.
Ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Start this drive at their own 48. Looking for a man. It's Newton. He's taking the deep shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Really nice job there by the safety back in the middle of the field. You see his range and the speed. He's able to close on the ball and then knock it away. Nice play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
He's got an open man. just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Got it set up on the outside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have...
Breaks into the open. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's done. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll go right back to him. Touchdown, Ohio State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open...
Oh, he's got some space. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive?
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.